Ladies and gentlemen, now let us welcome THIMPHU City FC and BFF Academy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kusangpo, and welcome to yet another match day here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. And today we have a lot at hand to take in. It is between former league leaders BFF Academy, the surprise of the season, now facing off against THIMPHU City in a match that will decide who moves on as first place going forwards right now. BFF Academy tied alongside Paro at first. THIMPHU City well within reach to overtake both of them as we await the national anthem to set things in motion.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please stand up for the national anthem.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Kusangpo and welcome here at Chang Limitang. Today we have an intense bout at hand. It is BFF Academy former league leaders finally dethroned by Paro FC, who despite their shaky start found winning ways, which now places them right above BFF Academy but tied at points. And THIMPHU City right behind with their starting 11 will be looking to take the 3 points here today, which will take them right up to first place. On goal is Tring Dendup, Chetim Pazat, Chiano and Jokins and top 10 Jonathan Zorilla, Ogan Wanchu Chitindoji, Tawat Sitting, Jignam Seltop Sadik Suli and Bak Rome. Their typical starting 11 since their last two matches, now back in full form as well. Did have a setback early on with Jonathan Zorilla and a couple other players facing suspensions from yellow cards, but on the other hand, facing off against them is BFF Academy and their starting 11. A couple of interesting names. Tani Benjo back on goal tour. Chokal Sherap, Tani Tong, Desho Drucker, Tani Punso, Kinzan Druptop, Som Toji Chinlegezer, Tenzin, who has been earning solid minutes for himself in the starting 11, alongside Rinzin Toji, the leading goal scorer for this season, and Dindup Gelson. A couple of names like Tindo Jamso, who you typically see start for the BFF Academy side. Not with them in their first 11, but we do see plenty of subs being encouraged from both sides, and they do have solid options on the bench as well. Again, the officials for today, the main referee will be Chokyom, assisted by Pasang and Hemkumar Sunwar, the fourth official for today. Again, Penjo. An interesting display of football here today. THIMPHU City, despite a rough start, they were top 3 in the past couple of seasons, consistently as well. But this year, with the addition of their new Argentinian head coach Rodolfo Zapata, it has been a drastic change in philosophy for their side. They look like a tactical powerhouse. Their flexibility on full display in their recent matchups, and this time looking to build on momentum against BFF Academy, who faced their first proper test against Paro FC. The story did not end the way they want, but in that goal we did see hope as well. Their captain, Rinzdoji, got 1 goal for Bhutan as well in his senior team call-up against Sri Lanka, a 4-1 defeat, but that one showed a lot of promise alongside his academy partner in crime, Chinle Ezer, that pacey right winger, creating miracles for the Bhutan side as well. But this time around, their second proper test, their last matchup a loss against Paro, but this time, can we expect a statement from these youngsters? Again, despite many fans turning out here for THIMPHU, can't really deny the fact that the brilliant blossoming of the talent of these youngsters has stirred the hearts of Bhutanese football and their fans, as we have the countdown to kick things off.
Let the countdown begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At the center, Ogen Wanchu with the whistle sends it right back to Jonathan Zorella, who will get the first initiative early on. Again, THIMPHU City, they do have reliable options up front. Again, one of the names that faced suspension after a triple yellow. So the Exuli now back in the starting 11. And the proper lineup for THIMPHU City. A solid target man, no matter how many lobs, how hopeless it may seem. He manages to somehow win a lot of aerial duels, which has been a huge bonus for THIMPHU City going forward with their tactical decisions to win possession back deep inside their opponent territory. They try one early on, but this time they are taking things a little bit slow. Attempted a pass right there towards Bakrom, but that will not go through. And it is in fact the Academy boys now with initiative. These youngsters, again, their most incredible ability of note is their ability with the ball on the ground and at their feet. Throughout the entirety of their lineup, they have solid ball holding players who are capable of going up against pretty much anybody. And also with the training they've been put through under head coach Karma Dema, these boys again do not give out in terms of physicality and sheer hustle. Usually you would expect teams with lesser years, lesser age to at least struggle when the going gets rough. But this is not a side that has shown any glimpse of that compromise. Lam Tenzin did not start for BFF's 2 first games, but since then has managed to earn himself a proper position inside BFF Academy starting 11, and so far, despite a shaky first start, has been looking good. That last match, well, he was spectacular. A lot of impact from his side despite the loss. It will be a reliable option going forward for head coach Kamradema and her youngsters. Again, Bhutan did have a heavy rain forecast coming in from the NCHM weather and forecast page. But this time seems like we do have a really good weather over here at Chang Lemetang. Can't really expect anything to be more. Can't really expect the weather to be more perfect than that. For a beautiful game of football, which both the players and the fans can enjoy. Oregon opened the scoring versus their last opponent with a brilliant turnaround shot that caught the entirety of Transport United's backline and goalkeeper off guard. And the early attempt on that left flank from Jignam Seltop. But solid defending there from the Academy boys. It will still be 0-0 at the 3rd minute. Taking the corner is Jonathan Zorella. Again, THIMPHU City and their antics right in front of the goalkeeper. It is again Kizatashi Topten up to his antics. THIMPHU City's first goal did come by way of a similar set piece, but this time Sadiq Suli will misjudge the trajectory despite his ability to get high up into the air. Couldn't quite get a whiff of that ball. It is BFF Academy who flicks it off with the header, and it will be THIMPHU City now with an opportunity on the other end. Tsimpeza played short and right off there, man. It will be THIMPHU now with a corner from the other side. Still too early for the crowd to have any sort of expectations. But THIMPHU City will be looking to disappoint their fans in the best way possible as a close range attempt there. Will fly past and still level, but there is a man down for BFF Academy. A closer look at that delivery, quite brilliant on that loft right in between Sadiq and Rinzin. That clearance not quite the best, and Giano got a volley off, and it will go far out. But THIMPHU City putting forth a lot of challenges, a lot of shots, and given the volume, we have seen probability favor the team going at it with momentum and goals. But despite the promise, the build-up is quite lackluster this time around, and now taking it forward, Rinzin Doji with a brilliant through ball. They are onside, only the finish. But Tanipunso stumbled, took too long to decide on what type of shot he was going for. As a brilliant through ball played by their captain. Again, a closer look at that as well. Looked up once, all he needed to get it right behind Kinzan Tashi Topten in the best way possible. But again, took too long, and it will be back the other way. A heavyweight bout. THIMPHU City, as expected, a lot of support, a lot of culture, and a legacy. Hard to rival here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League, and right now they are getting a run for their money from the youngsters. The Academy boys, solid defensive effort. It will be a throw-in for the youngsters in white. Thor drives it right down the middle. The first header from Jitin will go right towards BFF Academy, who now have an opportunity on that left wing. Rinzin Toji matched up against Genzatesh Topden. It is 18 who comes out on top. But BFF Academy, again, their hustle and their heart, uncharacteristic of their youth, on full display as now it is a response from THIMPHU City. Dao sitting on the breakaway. But it is a tad too slow. BFF Academy have regrouped, but 17 will go right to the left. As despite the promise, again, both sides failing to deliver. It is Danipenjo back to picking apart his options deep inside THIMPHU territory. Dandupenjo towards Sadiq Suli. An unexpected gift rejected in confusion there by Sadiq Suli. Alu, smart to let it roll. Danitewang. He is given a lot of space. Jonathan Zorilla slowly closing in. But BFF does manage to get a pass right down to midfield. Rizdoji. Tenzin held on to possession for far too long. Chieno into too good of a defender to let that opportunity slide. As now back the other way. Chogel Sherab does a brilliant job keeping Sadiq Suli at bay. And the jersey tug earns a whistle there for BFF Academy. Again, solid from Chogel Sherab, but look at that. Again, simply attesting to the quality of the product that Bhutan's new kit partner Hummel has been producing in terms of quality and durability. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsors, Bank of Bhutan, our beverage partners, Coca-Cola, our internet partners, Bhutan Telecom Limited, and to our new clothing partners, Hummel, whose durability you just saw on full display. Courtesy of Sadiq Suli and Chogel Sherab. Jonathan, right in front of that back line, is comfortable playing on any side of the field, as this time Bakrom can't quite manage to hold on to possession. Did have a solid delivery over to his side, but flair is not really his strongest point. THIMPHU City's new number 9 does have a lot of muscle on his frame, which he puts to full use up front. His finishing ability and his reliability as a forward option, not really the best across the entirety of the league, but his physique really does help him get a lot of balls deep inside his opponent's territory, which should also be an idea that THIMPHU City will be looking forward to today, especially against these youngsters, against which Bakrom has a lot of weight advantage. Also, as definitely observed by our viewers, BFF Academy had a troubling display in their last matchup against Paro. Before the international break, BFF Academy were on fire. Their chemistry and their ability on full display. But since coming back from the break, their first test against Paro FC, not really the football we were used to seeing with this time around. Again, too early to tell, still only inside the 11th minute, but BFF Academy playing much more better. In that last matchup against Paro, it was dreadful to watch for the entirety of the match until that one moment where Riz Doji found a header past Paro, their only consolation. But today seems to be a much better match from both sides as well. THIMPHU City gets it right back to Jitsin, who pings it up to the other side. Chinese got a header in. Intercepted the delivery towards Jignam Seltom. On screen, THIMPHU City's new head coach, Rodolfo Zapata. I do believe he likes to be called Rolo, a very nice man. And a very smart guy as well, loves talking about football. And you can just tell from the way he talks that he really knows what he's doing. Seems like he has adapted to the style and capabilities of his team. Typically, you would see people force their philosophies onto a team, but right now, he is being as flexible as he can, developing his team strategies as they go on. As Jonathan gets a powerful drive towards Tanipenjo. A solid attempt to break the ice in this silent stretch in the past couple of minutes. Right now, still THIMPHU City's to play. Chieno plays it right towards Jonathan Zorella. Again, getting involved early on. Backroom an option on the other side, but this time the delivery will go towards the left. Jignam waiting for that ball. But again, a solid intervention. Timely as well. To keep things in the build-up stage. As a brilliantly won ball. Gets it right towards Sadiq Suli. However unfortunate it may be, the offside flag is up against THIMPHU City. A solid chance there. Chogul Sharap. Again, one of the most powerful shots in the entire league. In the legs of one of these youngsters in that backline, number 3, Chogul Sharap. Almost had a lot of goals go for him right from that center line where he took so many nonchalant efforts that made his way powerfully towards the opponent's net. There was one time, twice I believe, he was denied by the crossbar on similar efforts. So if things go well for them today, do hope he takes one of these. Always nice to see those missiles come in. Flag up on that challenge. Dindov Gelson is shaking things off. Again, a closer look at that pretty late on Organ. And now it will be Jonathan Zorella with the opportunity to get one in towards a target of his inside that box. Possibly Sadiq Suli, but they could go for a feint and set up a shot on the edge of the box. One thing we've seen repeatedly in the league is that players commit way too deep on that run, which leaves a lot of space out wide. But this time the delivery will go right towards Tanipenjo, who makes that save, punches it away without sitting on the recovery position perfectly. Jitin now will lob it up to that right. Jonathan again. But a foot in the way. It will be a corner for THIMPHU City. Zorella. Delivery right towards Backroom, who gets that turnaround. Too many bodies in the way, however, and now Lamtenzin with the opportunity to get something going. But Organ, brilliant pirouette, will take it right towards BFF's defense. But it is back the other way. That chaos held a lot of promise in it. Early on, no fault of THIMPHU City's offense, but this time most definitely on Backroom. Couldn't quite keep it under control, and it went right off. But do have to applaud the defensive effort that BFF Academy are putting it right now. THIMPHU City are putting a lot of pressure on them early on in this match, and right now they are doing a fine job holding on. As Rizdoji involved in built up quite deep. Right in the middle. Dindov Gelson challenged heavy and strong from behind. Jonathan gets Sadiq Suli going, but misjudged the timing on that ball. Clipped his legs and now back the other way. Rinzin Toji. Solid chance for the academy captain there. But too much power on that ball to have any sort of meaningful development from that opportunity. Dawa does have Jignam right in front, but a step over and a run up front. And a foot in the way from Som Toji. Singh Jr., a player of elite caliber. One of the few in Bhutan who have played internationally as well. Him alongside Organ coming back from their clubs in Bangladesh. But despite his ability, we haven't really seen much of an impact from him, even in the national squad. He is one of the better set piece takers we have, but wasn't really made proper use of. And even in the league, haven't really been having the best of luck in terms of his delivery. He's one of the most entertaining players to watch, with one of the hardest shots and one of the highest shot powers, if the stats from FIFA were a thing. But again, plenty of promise to start with on that first step from Dawa. Jitsin. Jonathan again, plenty of deliveries from that same position. This time THIMPHU City hopefully has things calibrated. It is delivered back post. Do not believe there was any contact. It will be a goal kick for Tanipenjo. Suli gets one under perfect control towards Organ, who lobs it right up front, anticipating a mistake from the youngsters. And Suli with the ball far off. Well, a reckless possession there from THIMPHU City. Did have the opportunity to turn things around with a possession deep inside BFF territory with not much of a difference in terms of manpower, and they simply threw it away. And now BFF Academy gets a solid hold up in. It will be a throw-in for the Academy youngsters. Rizdoji was right there, but from behind Kizata stopped, and it is Rizdoji set up in motion, but Cheno into got to it first. And it will go right back towards Tsereng Tendop. Got the call up towards the national squad as well for a recent international campaign. Do believe he got to start in that second one as well. Not quite the best of his form we saw in that match. But since then, coming back in towards domestic attention. Does seem like he is back in form as well. Did not really make the same mistakes he did in that international friendly against Sri Lanka. Thumb stolen off by Organ. It is now Jonathan Zorella in tight space. THIMPHU City operating, and Jitsin gets that outlet out to Chieno in two. Well, divine intervention on that right flank for THIMPHU City. But he is back up on his feet. Jitsin trying a little bit too much there, and BFF Academy taking full advantage. Chinle has dropped deep. A pace battle is one he really enjoys, but he is being involved deep in build-up. Sonam. Solid turnaround, finds himself the space against THIMPHU City's captain. And now a steady jog, finds them plenty of space to work with. Chinle is a solid effort. Plenty of power, but high up over the crossbar. It went. A solid opportunity. Rinzin Toji with yet another critical chance created. But again, too early for these players to get it right the first time around. Tinley, I do believe that was his first shot. The early effort did come by way of THIMPHU. Similar setup from Rinzintoji with perfect technique as well to find his target well beyond the back line of THIMPHU City. Sadiq Suli, again, these youngsters, despite their youth, are playing with physicality levels beyond what we typically expect of our youngsters. But this time it is the captain up front, matched up against Kinzatashi. Will look for an outlet back space at the edge of the box. Lam Tenzin, smart decision, cutting right back in. BFF Academy will regroup, but at the same time, THIMPHU City have compacted themselves, and a solid effort from Ting Dendup will keep it away. Play on. Do believe there was a handball on that effort. Ting Dendup made a fantastic save to keep things alive in the midst of that chaotic box right in front. And again, a closer look at that setup. Dendup Gelson. BFF Academy with that effort now have momentum going for them. Their confidence, which looked dreadful in all transparency against Paro FC, seems to be back online. Their creativity, their confidence to get onwards with those beautiful shots and setups are now coming back on full display in front of us. Solid turnout here at Changlemetang. A lot of fans, I believe, from the side of THIMPHU City. Early on when it was for Paro, did have a lot of fans over from the monastic background in their support. And right now we do have a fair share of them as well. Always nice to see the love for the game of football across all sorts of communities. Not here in Bhutan. Not only here in Bhutan, but all over the world. We are seeing a nice exchange of culture with the World Cup going on right now, which has been the hot topic all around. A lot of bets, a lot of lucky draws. But again, not much time to regret on that missed opportunity as BFF Academy win possession right back off of the city captain. The referee caught right in the middle. Is awarding possession over to THIMPHU City. Organ gets the restart. Chieno right after Jonathan Zorella. Jignam Seltop. Now the space to drop up high. The only question, Jonathan Zorella, could he keep it up? Yes, he does. And brilliant flick there from Seltop. Couldn't quite keep it alive. Kinzatashi drives it right down the middle. And now back the other way. Chieno, header, will send it out. No mistakes. But it is stolen. Away Rinzintoji. Thought that ball was stationary. It rolled out. Wanted to fake that shot, but caught off balance. It will be now THIMPHU City's. Still not at the half an hour mark. Plenty of football to be played. BFF Academy looking alive, but so is THIMPHU City. They did have the advantage in the early stretch of this match, which they seem to have forfeited over to BFF Academy since then, who, as evidence, BFF Academy, an uncharacteristic mistake, but look at that timing on that tackle. Possession, one right back. BFF will send it deep. Rinzindoji the target, but climbed right over. Kinzatashi stopped in with a solid effort in the air. Chogel, miss pass. THIMPHU City, the space to get a shot off, and it is saved with sheer brilliance there by Tanu Penjo. again, did not really have to do much at all as well. The placement on that ball, not really the best, but this time around, THIMPHU will get the space to commit to that run. A challenge from behind is clean, and now Kinzatashi sends it right down towards Jitsin. Jonathan, solid pass. But THIMPHU's number 7 having a little bit of difficulty finding his rhythm. Did get that shot. Again, a closer look at that. Had all the space to get a proper wind-up in. A brutal exchange between both teams, but neither side refusing to drop. The quality in their football clearly evident. As now Bakrom, who switched sides with Dawsering, started off on that right, now on the left. As THIMPHU City looking to work something out to find their holy grail and their first goal. As now Sadiq Suli back to Organ, sends it off to THIMPHU. Then the Benjo right towards the stand. THIMPHU City throw in play towards Sadiq Suli. Brilliant trajectory on that ball, but Bakrom with the final mister. Sadiq Suli, heavy challenge from behind. As possession will go back the other way. Brown had an opportunity to make something out of that opportunity deep inside their opponent's territory. But again, Sadiq Suli and Bakrom are finding it difficult to get any sort of rhythm going for them. Again, half of that credit towards BFF's spectacular defense on display right now. As again, Jonathan, no comfort in that pass. It will be forced towards BFF Academy, but the hustle and muscle from Bakron wins possession almost. 10 versus 10. It is Somtoji coming out on top now with the opportunity to get something going. Rinzin Toji cuts back in, but Chieno positioned brilliantly. Will go out for a BFF Academy corner. Had a marvelous opportunity coming their way with Somtoji making that long run right from the center line towards the edge of the box. Rinzin Toji had the space to go for that shot, but decided to play it unselfish. And off of that effort, they do win a corner. Physically, they are outmatched. Despite how strong they play, they do not have the stature nor the frame to get those challenges towards the post in the air, especially against people like Chieno Intu and Sadiq Suli. But this time the delivery will go far back post, answering Dendop. A hand in the way before that header could guide it any further. A bit of ambition there. Got right in the way of that kick from Sering Dendop. The first yellow card of the match. Bakrom couldn't quite get to it in time. BFF Academy now the opportunity, plenty of flair there, but not quite much on the follow-up. Denukiasen again, clean timing on that challenge right from behind Bakrom. As Organ facing off against THIMPHU. Smart use of his body there. keeping it right between Tilese, and the ball gave the youngster no chance. As now Organ turns around again. Jonathan, solid touch over to Jitin, and now Sadiq Suli only to launch it off. But Chogal Sherab got a clean foot in, and now THIMPHU City will have to regroup. Decent opportunity right in front. Jonathan couldn't quite tame that ball as Jitin now attempting that spin move. And Somtoji unable to keep it under control. A bit more than 10 minutes remain until the end of the first half. It is Kinzatash top in looking for opportunities. Rinzin Doji gets a solid read in. Opportunity mashed up against Organ, who plays a strong challenge towards the academy captain. But it will not matter. BFF now possession, sent down with the heavy challenge there. And a proper wind-up. Doesn't go anywhere near the goalposts. Tandin Sewang had a lot of options, but can't really blame him for going at it with that shot. These youngsters are gifted, and their hard work promised, with the result being that their technique has been refined far beyond the typical age of development you would expect out of these kids. But this time the other way around. Bakrom launches it off Tandin. Tandin Sewang, pretty sure that hurt, but he is walking it off, shrugging it off. Exactly 10 minutes left until the end of the first half, and we see the sign for additional time. But right now it is THIMPHU City's umpteenth corner. Kinzatashi back to his antics, getting in the way of the vision of Tanipenjo. A shoving match right inside, but it will not matter. BFF gets first contact. Sadiq Chieno on the follow-up. Still possession alive for THIMPHU City, but couldn't quite hold on to it for long. Kinzatashi top, then stolen away. As Organ, now the chance, gets it right towards Jonathan, whose shot is deflected. Again, look at that defending there by the academy boys. They are not letting any easy shots fall through past their back line, and neither are they letting any proper runs in from their opposition. But they will have to fight one more. The frustrations of these unrelenting waves will be building on these kids. As this time Jonathan, the opportunity to get another decent delivery in. It is played short and it is in! Kinzatashi top then his antics. And now it is Titimpeza who gets one in. THIMPHU City kept plenty of pressure on Tanipenjo all game long. And finally, when they were expecting that delivery far post and out wide, they sent one in. Only a flick needed from Titimpezang. Again, a closer look at that delivery. Again, look at that disturbance right up front. Tanipenjo not expecting that as well. The foundation laid by Kinzatashi, cleaned up and harvested, reaped by Titimpezang, who has made it one for THIMPHU City.
Scored by jersey number 16, Titimpezang.
Risky flick there from Organ, but it does work out in the end. THIMPHU City have possession. Jitin pokes it right back out. Organ. Chieno. Organ. Jonathan on the sidelines, but so far his team doing a solid job retaining possession. His zone is being covered by Organ. Bakrom. Last touch say. It will be BFF Academy on the throw-in. Again, a reminder to our viewers as to what is at stake. THIMPHU City were overtaken by Tsirang FC, who have been on a remarkable tear through the rankings and are now at third place. But again, given the congestion of this league, a win here for City will mean that they will finally get that table leader position for themselves. 3 points will take them right past Paro and BFF Academy, who are tied at 10 points. On the other end, if BFF somehow come back in with 2 more and keep THIMPHU City at bay. After crossbar, Chile is a solid effort there. Did not go in this time around, but again the crowd and myself included have an eerie feeling that the BFF Academy youngsters will not stay silent. Rins Doji and Chile, their primary goal contributors, have not stayed silent in all of the games they have played so far, and this game no exception. The only matter of concern for these boys is that they should not let THIMPHU City get any further up ahead before they get one in for themselves. Even in that matchup against Paro, despite putting one in, it was at that point far too late. As THIMPHU City opt for a cross-in, but nobody there on that follow-up making that run. And it will now be tossed to take. Again, a closer look at that goal early on. Plenty of mind games building up to that effort as well. So many corners played by THIMPHU City, back post and out wide towards the penalty area. The disturbance from Kinzatashi early on. Only a distraction for THIMPHU, but by the time of that corner, THIMPHU was conditioned to expect a delivery far out wide, which ended up conceding an unfortunate flick in from Titim. But despite a goal, THIMPHU City, no conversions from open play. Chogal Sharap steadily making his way towards a beloved range of his. Chile is there, a heavy challenge, will flick it off to the right, but the offside flag will deny BFF Academy's output on that right flank. Tenzin. Solid effort to at least get himself going on that run. Couldn't quite time it right. As now less than 5 minutes remain until the end of the first half. THIMPHU City solidly in the lead, but does not really feel like the scoreline will stay 1-0. The only question now is, when will BFF see theirs first, or when will we see THIMPHU City second? Both teams coming closer and closer, both looking promising. They do have the audience going ooh and ah here at Chang Limitang. But right now it will be BFF Academy. Chile could have taken that run himself, but decided to hold back. And off of that challenge from Organ, it will be a throw-in for BFF Academy, who get the opportunity for a much-needed regroup. Alu. Fighting strong against Chieno, who does not really have much space to operate. Anthony gets a foot in the way, throw in for THIMPHU. BFF Academy looking to commit a lot of numbers up front. Bakrom posted out against Tanu Tewang. But again, too strong for these youngsters, as they will get the outlet off to that right. But Tawa, too far out, throw in for BFF Academy. Not many chances going forward into the first half remaining for these youngsters and the City side as well. So they will have to make the most out of the few opportunities they get at BFF Academy. Right now looking solid, not really taking many unwarranted risks. Chogal Sharap now on the wing, and then Sewang Immense pressure from THIMPHU City. Earns possession back from Bakrom. Delivers it right in the middle towards Sadiq Suli. But too many bodies. And then to Gelson. Gets it right back. Sonam off to the left. BFF Academy looking to send it right out to Tileyezer. Rizdoji holding back. He does have space. Now only Chieno to beat. Left foot from the captain of the Academy boys. We'll make it level before we go into half-time. A stunning finish from the captain who had Chieno right in front, answering Tendu, making the fullest of extensions. As even the fans of THIMPHU City seem to be cheering on. For despite the jersey being BFF Academy, these are the flowers that will bloom and fly high into the future of Bhutanese football. And Rinzin Toji continues in his run as the top scorer of the BoB Bhutan Premier League. Look at that left foot again. Despite his youth, the completeness in his game, simply inspiring for the next generation of footballers to come. As THIMPHU City were taking it slow, now finds themselves in the call for another goal, but this time it is Sadiq Suli with possession inside the box, forced away. Chogal Shara, brilliant defending there, but falls for that first feint. That left-footed delivery will get a header from Jonathan Zorilla, but it will fly right up above the crossbar. 2 more minutes have been added until the end of the first half.
There will be 2 minutes of additional time.
BFF under immense pressure, so is Tandipenjo. His delivery is not really the best today. Early on, send one right into the stands, which you typically do not expect out of the academy goalkeeper, who is one of the most promising goalkeeping talents alongside Locho Nyima for Bhutan's future. And again, going forward into this match, BFF Academy will need the best form out of their goalkeeper going forward. But right now, his team doing fine, managing up front. But THIMPHU City will do a solid job holding on. Only a couple more minutes to fight on. Again, their earlier goal came by way of a corner. So right now, open play, still a lot of hold for the City side. As BFF struggle to hold on to proper possession, and now Jonathan the opportunity to get something going. Chogel shut up again, look at that pace. Pure intimidation, shut off that run way before that ball even left the ground, and the whistle will signal the end of the first half to a wave of applause from the crowd we have in the stands over at Chang Limetang as we exit the first half with BFF Academy 1 and THIMPHU City 1. THIMPHU City the lead only for 6 minutes. Didn't take too long for BFF Academy to find an answer back, but a draw at this point will help neither in their campaign. BFF Academy, their run halted by Boro FC with a staggering loss, will want to get the 3 points here to secure secure their positions at the top and get themselves some form of cushioning. But on the other side, THIMPHU City with 3 points today will send them right up above the teams in the top 3 and right up into first place for the first time this season. A lot to fight for. And so far, their football has not disappointed as well. Until then, this was your commentator, Oguntesh Dorji. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support. Do let me know which team you are rooting for in this match and the campaign going forward. But again, see you guys in the second half.
Gari yeri erin spede gabdilla. Am diza chu pega mu. Ini chenga chau de ni. Sorry, chordi ka taxa da.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zangpo, and welcome back to the second half between the exciting bouts here between THIMPHU City FC in red and BFF Academy in white. Right now the score line is level. THIMPHU City had the lead courtesy of a brilliant corner from Jonathan Zorella, which Sitim Bezan did not have to really do much on to force it in past Tanipenjo. And since then, despite looking dreary, BFF Academy played beautiful football possession and out of possession, which earned them a solid goal courtesy of their captain. As we await the whistle to kick things off here in the second half at Changlimitang. It is Rins Doji sending it right back. Alu. BFF Academy forcing THIMPHU City to take a throw-in deep inside their own territory, hoping to win it right back, but that will not quite work as planned. And now the right flank has opened up in its entirety. Bakrom fakes that first, cuts right in, pokes it towards the line, but Som Doji, brilliant read to get in front of Organ. And Sitim had the space to get a proper shot off, but couldn't quite get the placement right on his shot. And now in midfield, Humtinson will poke it off, but a bit too ambitious for that possession. Daud Sitting wins it right back, and now with Organ. Kinzang, solid delivery up front, and Tanipenjo taking it right in front of Sadiq Suli. Chogal shut up. Solid effort, had the vision as well. Kinzan Tashi is beat in terms of pace by Kinzan Tup. Luciano into the final boss in that backline for THIMPHU City. Will keep things alive. Jitson off to Sitim, and now Bakrom will cut it right in. Sadiq Suli, the target, will lob it off right down the middle, but not quite enough lift to get it past BFF Academy, who send it right back out without any mercy. And now Chinle Yezer, his pace, who we've longed to see. Well, too much hype on that one, as that possession ended in a dreadful loss over to THIMPHU City. I was expecting Chinle Yezer to take it himself right down the line, something we've seen in the first couple of matches. But ever since coming back from international break, he seems reluctant and a bit without confidence in his own pace. A clean challenge there, strong shoulder from BFF, and it will be a goal kick for Thor. Still BFF Academies to play. Humtinson making that run, but Chieno will send it right out, forcing the youngsters to settle for a throw-in. The story in the first half was a merciless exchange back and forth. No teams letting each other get the advantage and the momentum early, but right now we are seeing a continuation of that, but without the promise and without the success we saw in the first half. Right now both teams are making careless mistakes. But again, we are level right now. BFF Academy with an equalizer, THIMPHU City with the opener. Chieno. Daud Sering helping out. Back on that left flank is really switching it up between Bakrom and Daud Sering. As THIMPHU City have a promising opportunity, still the outsidings to play. This time the chop there and a touch inside. Will fly way outside. A devastating touch there from Morgan. Again, a closer look. The outsiding creating so much space with that chop of his. As BFF somehow still managed to keep things level, 1-1. 5 minutes since restarting the second half. As Benjo drives it right down the middle. Somdoji, a bit of a heavy touch there. It is BFF Academy fighting for possession, but can't quite hold on to it as Organ sends off a brilliant pass over to Sadiq Suli, who is far too up front to get his balance correct on that possession. As BFF Academy now managed to send it off to their captain. Rinsdoji does have help. Wanted to flick it off the feet of Kinzatashi, but it will not work this time around as BFF Academy get a header in, will send it out. And the throw in it is for THIMPHU City again, this time much deeper and inside BFF Academy territory. Chogel. Jitsin fighting for possession, but BFF will get to poke it right off. Somdoji off of Organ. And now BFF Academy the other way around. Something's in. Is there? Left foot, and it is in! Chile Yusef with the second! Plenty of strikes to get himself calibrated. Denied early on by misses and crossbars. But this time with a stunning strike that gains no reaction from the City goalkeeper. As now both primary contributors of BFF Academy and their side gets one in for both of themselves, and now Chile is with one, and finally the lead for BFF Academy. Again, a look at that, the wind up, the pace and the trajectory on that ball gave no room and no leniency for Sring Dendrup to even get an attempt in that saving that ball. As somehow the tables have turned. THIMPHU City, who came into Changlemetang expecting a walk in the park, are now facing a scramble to get an equalizer in. Laser, one of the few individuals capable in the BFF Academy squad of operating with both feet. Again, one thing I heard with regards to their training session, Laser, given his pace and ability with his right foot, is restricted apparently by head coach Karmadema to only resorting to his left foot while in training drills and training matches. And right now that seems like it has paid off as Somdoji lobs off a distant one towards Sring Dendrup, who this time will get it safe into his own hands. BFF gets possession right back. Somdoji pokes it off to Dendrup Gelson, who can't quite get the outlet they need, as now in response Jonathan Zorella off to Organ. THIMPHU City, their experience, their legacy will not keep them down for long despite the sheer brilliance of these youngsters. THIMPHU City are fighting on their defense right now, playing at their fullest capacity, wins it right back, but can't quite hold on to it again. Pressure seems like it is definitely affecting their decision making going forward as Rinzan Doji sent down by Kinzantashi top 10. Again, a closer look at that challenger. Knee right towards the quads of Rinzin Toji, who is back up on his feet. And now BFF Academy, again, a lot of personnel that could attempt that shot right past Tsering Dendub. Chogal Sharab is one, Alu is one, Riz Doji is one. But this time seems like it is Rinzin Toji. A lot at stake here. A win here will separate them from the rest of the pack and give them a secure spot at the top of the table. As Rinzin Toji with a stunning strike, but couldn't quite tame the lift on that ball. Again, Rinzin Toji, also a reliable option from distance. The other option, Chogal Sharab, we've seen take strikes from ranges far beyond the set piece they got just then. Frequently takes attempts from the halfway line, and which are delivered with brilliant pace, minimal dip, and plenty of danger. Looking forward to a shot from him anytime in this match, if he gets the space to take that ball up in midfield. As Jonathan Zorella puts plenty of pressure in, enough to get that deflection right back towards a goal kick for BFF Academy. The confidence of these youngsters, if they ever waned, are fully back up. As tall launches of a powerful delivery right in the middle, which BFF Academy secure of. An unfortunate header there from THIMPHU City. But that pass has set their motion quite a bit, as now Dendrup a bit too forced on that pass. As a sub underway for THIMPHU City, it is Daud Tsering. Coming out, coming in is Karma Sherup Tsering. Did find a brilliant goal for himself last time around, and goals are exactly what they want. Daud Tsering, despite his brilliance, despite his class, has not really made the impact that we expect out of the former MVP.
Is replaced by number 8,
BFF looking dangerous, no surprise, but THIMPHU City are giving them the full respect that they can. A double team will force that throw in for BFF. Danipunso had one of the first opportunities to get the one in for BFF Academy in this match. As THIMPHU City throw away yet another possession. Sadiq Suli does have respectable pace, but respectable pace, or even exceptional pace in this case, would not have been enough to get possession back off of that delivery. As Daud Tsering walking off on the sideline, his sub looking to create instant impact off of his substitution. Hasn't started, but has been a solid option going forward for THIMPHU City as a substitution. As a brilliant gesture of sportsmanship, Sadiq Suli helping to tie the shoelaces of the BFF goalkeeper, Tandipenjo. Again, a closer look at that strike from Tinley. Is a look at that technique with that left foot as well. Karma Shedrup wins possession right back for THIMPHU. Always love to see that sort of impact. Chieno. Sits him off to Organ, who will find Sadiq Suli right in the middle. That left foot will strike it past Tanipenjo. Tore in the goals, but lightning from Sadiq Suli will bring things level at 2 for City, 2 for BFF Academy at the 59-minute mark. A long time coming for Sadiq Suli. Substitutions underway for BFF Academy. It is Denuka Matsiring coming in for Ham Tenzin.
Number 14, Sadiq Suli.
Brilliant strike from THIMPHU City, completely unlike that first goal.
Substitution for BFF Academy.
BFF's sheer brilliance bringing to life a lot of golden plays from these players. As a yellow card on Jitsin on that challenge on Somdoji. Again, a lot of fantastic goals today. And now BFF Academy, now the chance to take another lead. Only at the hour mark, half an hour more to go. As Somdoji lobs it up, left flank, first header from THIMPHU City. Jitsin wins possession back. Jonathan involved early on. That challenge from Somdoji, nowhere near that ball. As THIMPHU City taking it up front. That left flank, Bakrom too strong. But it is only the ball that they have to stop, and do so they indeed. As BFF Academy, a solid feint there from Somdoji, loses his marker. Jitsin down to the ground. That pass towards Rinzin Toji. But THIMPHU City have regrouped. And again, Organ with the hustle gets possession right back out. Kinzatashi, unfortunate. Hands it right off to Tinle who keeps possession alive. But the final hurdle too tall to climb. Promising stretch, capped off by a lovely goal from Sadiq Suli, and since then THIMPHU City have found their momentum. While their feet are hot, they will want to strike as much as possible. As BFF Academy crumbling will get a pass right towards City, who can't quite retain any form of meaningful possession off of that gift from the side of the youngsters. And now back the other way. It is their captain, Rinzin Toji, has shown through tough times again and again. This time left footed, Tanin Punso. Way too off balance to get any proper delivery inside that box, where he did have a lot of help as well. His captain might have been all they needed, but couldn't quite get it to step one. As again, Sadiq Suli matched pace. Look at that technique on that defensive effort. Chogal, shut up. Jockeying stride by stride alongside Sadiq Suli, who shuts down that offense as perfectly as Koshka Madema would have wanted. But it is level right now. 3 points will be what they want going forward. Both sides looking to snatch top spot right from the other. BFF Academy, even if they draw, they will move up to first place. Although it will not be as comfortable as it would be if they get the 3 points from today. On the other hand, THIMPHU City will want nothing but 3 points going forward. As Rizdoji flick it right back, but too much pace taken off that ball. It will be stolen right off. Organ delivery right down the middle. Bakrom set back, but the offside flag is up. BFF Academy will get the chance to restart and regroup. Karmashe drew up. Ambitious there from the former Dragon, but couldn't quite beat that challenge. BFF Academy will get it right back. Thor to restart. Tandin again. Somtochi. Not quite sure what he was thinking. And a momentary lapse in focus will send that offense back the other way around. Sadiq Suli does have Organ, but it will send it right down the middle. Jitsin will find the space on that left flank. THIMPHU City. After the minor collision with Unauthorized, he is back up on his feet, and it is THIMPHU City. Setim had the opening goal in this match. He had the chance to get another one in for himself, but couldn't quite find the conversion he needed to beat THIMPHU. As this time, that tackle will win possession right back for THIMPHU City. Setim again from Morgan. Jonathan. Sadiq Suli will find the space past Chogal Sherab, left footed, cut right towards that right flank. Organ. Delivery right towards the bodies in the way, and BFF Academy making a Musa out of Organ Wanchu, and out they go. Som Doji gets it right back. It is Doji this time, his flick timed to perfection. The new sub, Dinup Karma, involved in build-up on that right flank. Sonam, a lot of tugs his way. Still fought through, but couldn't quite hold on to possession as Bakrom, right inside! And Bakrom it is! With his signature celebration. Hasn't gotten many chances to show it off, but this time he does. As THIMPHU City get their lead back, which was stolen away by Rinzen Toji, and THIMPHU City make it 3 against BFF Academy's 2. Again, look at that, the strength of Bakrom in full display. And Tandon Pencho simply too late to react. BFF Academy, once already in this match, have they been down to THIMPHU City? Once already in this match, have they brought things level? And once already have they got their lead back after conceding the lead over to THIMPHU City. The only question now is, can they find their equalizer back again? But despite the promise in that build-up, we'll pass it right over to Jonathan. And THIMPHU City's possession it is. Sadiq Suli. Again, Chogal Sherab making a decent effort on that defense, but Sadiq Suli this time around does earn at least an opportunity to win things deep inside BFF territory. Not many directions to go forward with. Organ does keep it alive. Karma Sherab, brilliant pass out. Sitim. Organ keeps in it midfield, and BFF Academy can at least get a breather off of that. THIMPHU City looking to regroup, find space right in the middle. Anyone's ball to take. Missed contact. Rinzen Doji fighting through the first, but the second will get the drive off. Kamasherup, Jonathan, Organ all alone on that right, but BFF do get back in time. And now THIMPHU City shaving as many seconds off of the clock as they can. Chileze gets it right back, but again a body in the way, and that will be all it takes to shut the winger down. Again, a closer look at that strike from Sadiq Suli early on. THIMPHU City awakened and inspired by the beautiful goals BFF Academy scored, as this time Chogal set up. Put in a blender there by Sadiq Suli. But all that effort took all the pace away from that shot. Easy save there for Thunderpenjo, and BFF Academy struggle to build any sort of meaningful possession up front, as THIMPHU City now have the opportunity to double the difference they have right now here at Chang Limitang. Jonathan Titrim played short. Jitin. That partnership between Jitin and Jonathan creating enough of a commotion for BFF forwards, but again going deeper into BFF territory. The struggles that were evident early on showcased as BFF get possession right back. Rizdoji. Organ got that read off of the bailout BFF Academy were expecting. And now back the other way. Tsitim, Sadiq Suli on the right. Challenge comes in now. Step 2 behind with the outside of the foot towards Bakrom. Will not connect. And now Chinle is at the other way. THIMPHU City do have a lot of numbers in that back line against Chinle and his pace. And he has to be shoved from behind. And a yellow card from referee Choki again. This time on Karma Shedup. Again, a closer look at that. The threatening pace from the winger did not leave many options for THIMPHU City to work with, and now it is BFF Academy with a set piece and a favorable range. Taking it again, Ranjan Dochi did have a solid effort early on. The crowd are for THIMPHU City. They do not want a miracle out of this one. BFF Academy fighting off what looks like possibly their second loss in a row, as that delivery will go right towards the middle of that wall, or right back out. Sadiq Suli, a header, space. Well, that was quite an awful twist at the other end, isn't it? A fantastic opportunity he earned off of his own effort. And now back the other way. Brinton Toji, BFF's connection has been missing since the second half. But this time, can they change the story around as Rinzin Toji? A challenge from Chieno, all it takes to force it out. A corner it is for BFF Academy. Again, a closer look at that. Rinzin Toji, too much ambition there. The idea correct, but poor execution. But at least they do have a corner that they can breathe off of. Taking it is Som Toji. The crowd again anticipating something building up, as THIMPHU City will have to fight off a decent delivery back post, which is sent far out. A throw in it will be for THIMPHU City. A quarter of an hour remaining. Sadiq Suli, solid hold up and it will go out to the other flank. THIMPHU City, a lot of personnel, but so many white jerseys in the way as that delivery heads right off to Thor. BFF missed pass again. They have fallen into complete shambles here in the second half, and right now no signs of coming back into this match. The first half, sheer brilliance from these youngsters, but since then it has been the team with legacy, the team with culture, and the team with home support right now here at Chang Limitang, taking over the reins and are in full control of the match as it stands right now. Organ on the right, Jitsin on the overlap is Thitim, but Jitsin has been given a lot of space to operate with. Delivery long, a header sends it right back. Chogal, shut up, no mistake this time around. Chiano into, off to Jonathan. THIMPHU City, a chance to get something going, and a masterful strike right down the middle. Kamashedrup, a lot of expectations with that shot as a substitution is underway. Bakrom is being subbed out. Coming in is Kilipenjo for THIMPHU City. Sirish 9 did all he could. Not the best performance in the first half, but a goal and the lead more than made up for his presence. But that will be it. THIMPHU City looking to bolster that back line instead.
Is replaced by jersey number 12, Kilipenjo.
BFF Academy fortunately do get the deflection off towards their own teammate. A pass with the outside of his foot towards Kinzatrup. Couldn't quite keep the promise. It was sent out with and it will be Tringdendo passing it short. Chieno now on the right. Kinza just stopped in. Lobbed off long. Sadiq Suli again brilliant in retaining possession deep inside enemy territory. But Chogal set up right down the middle. Rinzin Toji misjudged the setup, but does come right back in. Too many challenges on the captain for the academy side, who does earn the whistle. A closer look at that. Seems like that last tuck from Jonathan stopped the toes of the academy captain, who is steadily getting back up on his feet. Chogal shut up. Tandin back to Chogal. Right down the middle. Solid pass back out to Tandin, but that touch may have been a bit too heavy. Pressure intense from THIMPHU City. Surinder Doji got a clean pass out, but hesitation in the way. Denup Gelson couldn't quite get a shot off at this stage in the game when with both teams heated up. Most of the goals today coming off of solid heroics from both sides. May help their chances going forward. But that will not be the case for BFF Academy. Well, I take back my words. THIMPHU City just gifted them a possession right back. Thought there was a couple more seconds until we saw that. And now BFF. Tendup. A stiff arm in that first contact. But BFF still possession. BFF Academy. Chieno heads it right back out. Still anyone's ball. It is Somtoji who gets at the end. Sadiq Suli putting pressure in from behind. Possession still for BFF. They do have numbers, but will go for that shot. And Sring Dendrup got off guard, manages to react to it in time and send it out as substitutions underway for BFF Academy as well. Dendrup Kamatsering, brought in early on, is being subbed out for Tashi Gelson, number 8 for BFF Academy. Again, a closer look at that shot. A slight lapse from Sring Dendrup would have changed the story here altogether. But it is still a dangerous opportunity that THIMPHU City will have to fight off. BFF Academy on the corner, plenty of options if they want to play it short. They will from a better angle, delivery back post. Final contact, THIMPHU City, throw in for BFF now on the other side. Chogal Sherab fighting off those challenges from Sitimpeza, and he earns yet another corner for BFF Academy. THIMPHU City's first goal from Sitim, courtesy of a delivery from a corner from Jonathan, was from that same spot as well. Will they be able to fight off one more opportunity? Their own tactics thrown back at them. As Rinzin Doji looking to deliver it in, will play it too far out back. THIMPHU City will get to breathe a sigh of relief as man down inside their box. And evaluations underway. Sadiq Suli. A strong double team thrown the way of Sadiq Suli, but the flag is up. It will go back the other way. BFF no initiative. It will be throw in for THIMPHU City. Again, not much time remain. Less than 10 minutes to go. As THIMPHU City play it right down the line. Sadiq Suli posted up. Cuts it right back in. Baited two defenders off of their zone. And the delivery again mirrored what happened on the other end for BFF Academy. Solid in terms of their short passes. Solid in terms of the flair that helps them escape the presses THIMPHU City is putting forth against them. And now with the promise to get the score level, BFF Academy took it past their center line and gifted it right back over to THIMPHU City. Not quite sure what sort of mind games are being played right now with those missed passes, but it will be a choice that they will come to regret if the scoreline stays the same at the end of the 90 minutes. BFF right down the middle. BFF stumbles and they are no whistle. Too many bodies in the way. Will not help their argument as yet another man down for THIMPHU City. Will still be a whistle for BFF Academy in the spot much more closer. As Jignam Seltop getting evaluated on the flanks. Helped out by Tandupenjo and Chogal Sherab. Again, a closer look at that. Somtoji, a target of many challenges. This time it was Sorgan who got that final touch in. Taking on that assignment is Renjin Tochi. Found the opener for BFF Academy. Personally spearheaded so many efforts for BFF's meteoric rise this season. Has been one of the integral parts as to why they remained at the top of the table for so long. As Renjin Tochi gets his calibrations, there's the whistle, the run up, and the shot again on the wall. Jitin couldn't get a proper header in as Sadiq Suli. Did look like a strong elbow from behind by Renjin. Wanting his get back on the disturbances early on. Chieno. The target is Sadiq Suli, but two bodies in the way. Chogal Sharaf gets the header off. THIMPHU City will have to look for a better angle. Ambitious delivery to that right flank towards Organ, who was making a solid cut. But it will go out. Goal kick it is for Tandipenjo and BFF Academy. BFF Academy, man down over on the flanks. But he is back up and on his feet as BFF Academy. With a poor final touch to that build-up. Will hand possession right back over to THIMPHU City. Again, look at that. Defending there by Chogal Sharaf. Sadiq Suli. A mistake, a slip from Thor, but will go unpunished. As Chogal Sharaf will get that clearance off away and to the other side. Again, a closer look at that. THIMPHU City almost made it 4 off of that mistake. Organ and Sadiq Suli right there. But fortunate for them. Fortunate for BFF Academy. It will go by as a simple mistake. And now in the middle, Somtoji. The chance to conduct something majestic, but that pass too far forward for Kinza Duptop. And simply out of sheer hustle and heart, they get it right back. As that pass right down the middle, BFF getting a bit too careless with their passes. BFF get a solid pass in from a better angle, cut right in. Renjin Tochi, a lot of footwork from the captain and a left foot far out and wide. Rushed that shot a little bit too much. But again, if he had held on to it. Might not have even gotten a shot off in the first place. As there's the signal, 4 more minutes have been added.
There will be 4 minutes of additional time.
Sadiq Suli. Chogal Sherab, a solid job getting in the way of that delivery far up front. Sonam. Heavy challenges from THIMPHU City coming the way of the Academy youngsters, who now have an opportunity to get something going. That right flank gets a delivery in. Header from Organ, flicked back out. Can't quite reach Sadiq Suli. Kinza Drupto, solid job getting a header in the way. Chile again has been given a lot of space. Som Doji matched up against Jonathan. Kinza Druptop stepping up right in the middle. Rinzin Doji back to Kinza Druptop. Sadiq Suli has dropped back THIMPHU City, the entirety of their personnel in their own half. As now Chogal Sherab has been given the space, will let loose one from downtown. As a sub is underway for THIMPHU City. Organ Wachu taken out for Dipain Rana. And the captain's armband has been handed over to Chiano in the back line.
Substitution for THIMPHU City FC.
Powerful test there from Sadiq Suli. But then Benjo having none of it. BFF Academy, time running out. A loss here will cut their chances of getting back up to the top by a lot. A draw here will bring them back up, not much further out from Paro. But it will help them nonetheless. 1 will be all they need. On the other hand, THIMPHU City, 3 points will take them right up to the top. A loss here will be detrimental to their campaign going forth. As BFF, anyone's ball at the edge of the box. BFF Academy creating so much chaos, and Chieno will say no to the youngsters. A throw in it is right at the halfway line. Chogal. Again, THIMPHU City have dropped out by a lot. Chogal Sherab, if he wants to get a shot in, that may very well be the opportunity they want. But not quite sure if he has the freedom to do so. Look at that space for Chogal Sherab, but Som Doji will force it right towards Sadiq Suli. And it will go out for a throw-in. Chile. Riz Doji gets that escape off that turnaround. Kinza Drupto, left foot. Will not be the answer that BFF Academy will want. But it will be a corner. And what very well may be the last chance they get to bring things level here at Chang Limitang, as the delivery is played back. And off to the side of the net. Chogal Sherab helping out on both ends. But couldn't find the back of the net. Look at that again. Rose up and above, but wouldn't even have had a chance past Tringden, who was attached to that post. Tandon. Strong and quick challenge there from Sadiq, and the whistle will signal the end of a thrilling time here at Chang Limitang. THIMPHU City move up to the top of the table finally. And the third change in leaders we've seen in the last couple of matches. And it won't stop there. So many teams so close to bringing their name up to the top. As BFF Academy has their progress thwarted twice in a row. A defeat against BoB FC with much worse margins than the one we have right now. Solid goals, brilliant conversions this time around. The both attempts from BFF Academy quite brilliant. And THIMPHU City, it will be their heroics from back Rome who forced a goal in through sheer willpower. And that is where we end the story here at Changlemitang for tonight. It will be THIMPHU City 3 and BFF Academy 2. 3 points for THIMPHU City, who now make a solid jump up. THIMPHU City, formerly at 8, have now confirmed their shift up to 11 points. Right above Borough, who are at top, and right above BFF Academy, who are now facing their second loss in the row. But again, this was a fantastic match, a fantastic showdown here at Changlemitang. This was your commentator, Oginta Shitoji. Thank you guys for your love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do let me know which goal from today was your favorite. And until then, see you guys in the next one.